Hi, I'm Dora from Singular Nutrition. In this video, I want to show you some simple stretches, exercises, and just ways to move your body, especially if you find yourself confined to a small area, or perhaps you are fairly inactive because you have a desk job. So I want to just give you a few tips and ideas as to how to bring more movement into your day. So when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so when you're ready, I want you to find your way to a comfortable seat. I want you to have your feet firmly grounded down. So if your feet don't quite reach the ground, you might want to scooch up a little bit more towards the front of your seat. Or you might place a block, if you have a yoga block, each block underneath each foot. Or even if you have some thick textbooks, you can certainly use those. Otherwise, even a pillow or a cushion or something underneath your feet can also work. So the idea here is that you want to give yourself a sense of groundedness as you sit here so that your feet aren't just dangling off the ground, okay? So once you have that, I want you to settle into your seat. And the two knobby bones just underneath your seat there, or your tush, you want to imagine grounding those sitting bones down into the seat. Now, as you ground down through the sitting bones, also imagine that this energy is coming from the tops of the legs all the way down and all the way into the feet and into the ground. So you're going to feel like the whole half or the lower half of the body is gently grounding down towards the earth. Now, at the same time, we're going to very gently hug the low belly in towards the spine. So imagine your belly button is going in and then lifting up and out all the way out through the crown of the head. So as your legs are grounding down, the upper body is lifting up, so growing a little taller here. Now if you can, try to maintain these actions, the grounding actions of the legs and the lifting actions of the torso, and at the same time begin to relax the shoulders down. Now this is a much better posture to sit, okay? So if you do find yourself sitting for long periods of time, maybe try to come back to this posture as much or as often as you can. Whenever you can remember to do it, come back to this posture to sit. In this posture, you're going to have a little bit of a curve in the lower back. Nothing too much, you're not arching the chest or arching the back deeply, but there should be a natural curve in the lower back to help support you as you sit. You're going to maintain this gentle engagement of the belly, so hugging in, this feeling of hugging in and lifting up. And allow the shoulders to relax. Okay. Now from here, at the beginning, this might feel like already a lot of work. And it's okay. So try to maintain this posture as often as you can for as long as you can, and then give yourself a break. You can always come back to this whenever you remember, and the more you do this, the more often you do this, your muscles will be trained into holding this posture a little bit longer. So you will eventually be able to stay in this posture longer, and eventually it might even be natural for you to just come and sit down and assume this posture. Okay. Now, for the time being, let's give yourself a moment to sit here, grounding the legs down, lengthening up along the spine, shoulders relax, gently hugging the belly in, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Now, since your belly is gently hugging in, we won't be able to take big belly breaths here. Okay, so imagine as you inhale, you're going to fill up the whole chest in all directions, so the front, the sides, the back body. And then as you exhale, allow the chest to soften. And again, inhale, expanding all around, okay? We're not going to lift the shoulders up, okay? The shoulders will stay relaxed, gently drawing down as you breathe and expand the chest in all directions. Exhale. One more time, breathing in and out. All right. Now from here, we're going to inhale and reach the arms up overhead. Big stretch. And you might even look up to your fingers. And then exhale, circle the arms back down. And you might even allow the head to drop forward. Inhale, reach the arms up and look up. And exhale, circle the arms down and gently drop the head. Again, inhale. Exhale. Let's do two more. Breathing in, look up. And exhale, look down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, down. Okay. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale, bring the hands to your heart. You might take a breath here. Breathe in and out. Okay. Now from here, we're going to reach your right hand down onto your seat or onto your lap, and the other arm's going to reach up. So I'm mirroring you here, so feel free to follow my movement. So breathe in and reach the left arm up towards the sky, lengthening that whole left side of the torso. Maintain this length as you exhale. You're going to reach across, coming to a side body bend. Now as you do so, notice if your left hip wants to come up. Try to sit that sitting bone back down as you reach across. And coming back to center, this time we're going to switch sides. Left fingertips down, right arm up. Again, lengthen along the right side. And as you exhale, reaching over, coming to a side body bend. And again, keeping that right sitting bone grounded down. Let's come back to center. One more on each side. So inhale, reach up. And exhale, come across, ground down into the left sitting bone at the same time. And coming back up, inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale across, right sitting bone grounds down. And come back to center. Now you might want to roll the shoulders back and forth a few times. And allow your body to move. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to twist your belly button towards your right side. So go ahead and twist, exhale. And from here, you can gently place the hands down. So maybe one of the hands will come onto your leg and the other one onto the back of the seat. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. And exhale, we're going to circle and twist to the other side. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist from the belly first and then circle the arms down. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, again, twisting from the belly and then gently placing the arms down. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands together and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And again, you might pause a moment here. Take a deep breath in and out. All right. Now from here, we're going to place the hands down onto your lap. We're going to do some seated cows and cats. Okay? Now, as you inhale, we're going to draw the heart forward. We're going to start to arch into the lower back. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. And you might look forward or you might allow the gaze to go, follow up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to do the reverse. We're going to pull the belly in towards the spine. You're going to really draw the weight back. You're going to round through the spine and allow the head to drop forward. So again, inhale, coming to cow pose, draw the chest forward. You might look forward or you might look up. And as you exhale, hug the belly in, round the spine, drop the head. So you're going to continue with your breath. I'm going to show you from the side to see how the change in the shape of the spine works here. So as you inhale, open the chest, slide the shoulders down. You can look forward or look up. You're finding this nice arching action in the lower back. And if it feels good, you might even just gently squeeze those lower back muscles. And as you exhale, hug the belly in, round the spine. You're going to rock back, draw the head forward, round as much as you can, creating a C shape of the spine. And again, inhale, open the chest, shoulders down. You can look forward or you can look up. And as you exhale, coming back to cat. And then slowly finding your way back to center. Taking a breath here. And again, you might gently roll the shoulders back and forward. All right. Now, so these are just some sort of simple exercises that you can do while seated. However, if you're able to spend some parts of your day away from your seat, I definitely highly encourage that. So you can still do some simple exercises even if you only have a small space to play around with. Okay, so let's go through a couple of them now. So coming up onto your feet, standing maybe just even in front of you, your seat is fine. And here we're going to just take a moment to stand. Okay, so I want to have your feet roughly hip distance apart to begin. And as you stand here, can you try to get your knees and your toes to point in the same direction? Okay? Find a comfortable stance, whatever's most natural for you. And if you want to turn the toes slightly outward, please do. All right. Now I want you to just take a moment here, very gently rocking back and forth. So bring the weight to the balls of the feet and coming to the heels and just gently rocking back and forth. And then here, as you get comfortable with this motion, you might even lift your heels up a little higher as you come up, and then gently lower down and rock back and maybe pick the toes up off the ground. And then as you continue, see if you can control your movements a little bit better. So maybe slow it right down, noticing where your limit is, where your balance is, and where you're able to stay in control, and where that edge is when you're just about to lose control. And just noticing, and it's okay if you do fall out of it too. That's all part of you getting to know your body right now, where you're at, where your boundaries are, what you're able to control, and what you or what's outside of your control here. And then once you get pretty happy with this motion here, you might even pick the heels up and hold a little bit. And then gently lower down and see if you can control the lowering down of the heels. Rock back and you might hold and then coming forward. And then other variations of this is as you come up, you might reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, draw the arms back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. And so you can continue this exercise as long as you like and playing around with the speed, with the length of the holds, with how far back and forth you want to come. And once you've had enough, you can gently lower yourself back down. You can shake out your legs, your arms, whatever you need, reset. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to walk the feet a little wider than hip width apart now. I'm going to have the toes slightly turned out. All right. And again, just simple motions here. Reach the arms up, exhale, circle down. Again, inhale, reach up and really stretch the body. See how high you can reach those fingers and then circle back down. Now you can continue with this, or we can begin to add a little bit more. Now as you reach, can you imagine that you're trying to reach your fingers as far as they'll go, no matter where they're at. Keep reaching, and then you get to the top, keep reaching up. You might look up, and then as you exhale, circle down. We're going to keep those arms reaching, keep those fingertips reaching away. So your arms are active this whole time, circle down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching away, lengthen the body. Exhale, reach away. Keep those shoulders down. 1 more time, reach away. Keep sliding the shoulders down as you reach. Now, if you can't reach all the way up, that's okay too. Find your range. If this is your range here, by all means, stop here, okay? And then exhale, circle down, keep reaching away, arms are strong. And relax. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders. Okay. Now this time we're going to reach the arms up, and as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and circle the arms down. So again, we're going to bend and reach up and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So follow your breath. You can even really let the breath sigh out as you lower. So you breathe in. Let's do 1 more. This time reach the arms up and keep the legs straight and circle the arms down. All right. Keep the legs the way they are now. And we're going to gently sway the body side to side. Okay? Now twist as much or as little as you want here. Whatever feels good. But if you're comfortable with twisting, you might allow these movements to get a little bigger. And you might even pick up the opposite heel as you twist to one direction. And then you might even allow these movements to become bigger still. And you might even hear your arms flopping against your sides here. And you might exhale as you twist and inhale as you come back to center. Or just finding whichever breath you feel most comfortable in. And we're going to slow it down. All right. And then coming back to center, walking the feet back roughly hip distance apart. Relax the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. Okay. And then from here, I just want to throw in 3 extra exercises that might keep you moving and while you're working, or even just something to do in between breaks, okay? Now from here, we're going to bring your hands onto your hips. And just lift your left leg up, place it down. Right leg up and place it down. Now, we all balance differently, so if you find that this is a little bit destabilizing for you to be lifting one leg up, a couple of options here. So you might just bring one foot forward. You can keep the toes down and bring that foot back. Step the other foot forward and back. Now if that's also a little bit too much, you might just start with one foot. Same foot forward, same foot back. And just work on one side at a time, and then you can switch sides when you're ready. Okay? Now if you're pretty happy with these toe taps, then next time as you reach the foot forward, you might allow the foot to hover just a little bit off the ground and just test your balance here and gently placing the foot back down. And then the other side, maybe hovering the foot and coming back. So you could be here, okay? Now if you're pretty confident with this, then you might bend the knee and draw the leg up closer to you and stepping down. Draw the leg up and lower. Up and lower. So see how you go with this. Now when you're pretty good with this, you might hold the hands out and see if you can touch your leg towards your palm and down. So same leg to the same hand. And of course you can lower the hands a little bit, see where you're at. You can lower your hand wherever they need to be, okay? And then of course, once you get used to that level, you might bring the hands up a little higher and draw the legs a little higher, okay? And of course you can pick up the speed, or you can slow it down. There are own challenges here. So when you're slowing it down, you're playing a little bit more with control here, okay? And you'll begin to notice which muscles are working for you as you slow down your movements too. So a mixture of speeds is nice. It's always nice to mix things up. Now once you're sort of pretty happy or confident with this, you might try opposite knee to the opposite hand. So cross body. Make sure you're breathing here. So if you notice that you're holding your breath, then stop. Slow down, breathe, and then notice what you're doing and what might be challenging you so much that you've forgotten to breathe. Okay? So it's always, your breath should come first. So when you're doing an activity and you realize you're not breathing anymore, then you probably need to slow it down just a little bit. Okay? And then the last exercise I want to just talk about here, we're going to have the feet a little wide apart again. We're going to have the toes slightly turned out. And we're just going to do little squats here. You can bring your hands in front of your heart. We're going to maintain this gentle engagement of the low belly, lengthen up along the spine, ground down from the tops of the legs into the feet, relax the shoulders. From here, we're going to keep the torso nice and long as you bend into the knees. Keep the belly hugging in. You're going to start to allow the hips or send the hips back slightly, lengthen along the spine, relax the shoulders. So bend the knees as much as you like, and then slowly press on back up. So you might exhale here as you lower, and then inhale to press back up. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 1 more here. Exhale and inhale. All right. Release the hands, step the feet closer together, wiggle out, shake it out. And then something super simple that you can do to get moving in your day is just to walk around. So even if you only have a small space to play with, walk around whatever space that you have. Might just be around your chair and go different directions. And as you move, you can do different things with your arms. And even if you don't have a lot of space here, walk on the spot. Okay? All right, let's shake, shake, shake. Oh, you're ready to get back to whatever you were doing before. Hopefully with a refreshed body and refreshed mind. See you next time. Namaste.